Hello all, this is News Breakdown. We're going to be avoiding using the B word today where possible, and we're going to look through a few stories. So first, BBC. Sainsbury's reinstalls tills in till-free store. Tills have been reinstalled in an experimental till-less shop opened by supermarket Sainsbury's. It had been totally refurbished to remove the entire checkout area, freeing up shop assistants to help customers on the shop floor. Customers had to scan their groceries using Sainsbury's Pay and Go app, paying for them as they went around the shop. But it resulted in long queues at the help desk as people attempted to pay for their groceries in the traditional way. Sainsbury's said in a blog spot, "It's clear that not all of our customers are ready for a totally till-free store." Well, let's be honest about this. This kind of thing is coming to us. But I do feel this is generational. I'm of the older generation, shall we say. And I could see a lot of the young people will use this kind of technology. Certainly I see them paying for a lot of things with the apps on their phones. And I think this is, geared towards those. However, the older generation, I don't feel are going to go for this. Certainly in my lifeline, we've seen, prepaid petrol pumps where you don't have to go into the shop to buy it. Self-scan parts of the supermarket. And yes, I use these things and I've accepted them to some degree, although I do like to see staff in a supermarket and a shop to be there to help you. However, I'm not personally ready to use an app to go shopping. For me, even banking on my phone seems very counterintuitive. And even so much as using my fingerprint or my face to use my phone, not my kind of thing. And I'm sure a lot of you are the same. That just seems a little bit too Big Brother for me. Now, this is all leading towards a cashless society. Not going to go into that in this video. I will do another video on this soon. So, second story. Hunt for cyclist who headbutted pedestrian to ground. Police are hunting a cyclist who headbutted a worker to the ground after a near miss on a pedestrian crossing. The cyclist ran a red light in Farringdon Street in the City of London at about 13:45 Greenwich Mean Time, that's 1:45, on 22nd of August, narrowly avoiding hitting the pedestrian who was crossing the road. He then got off his bike, came back towards the businessman and headbutted him in the face. Now, that's not funny. Don't know where that little laugh came from. The 57-year-old man needed stitches to a wound above his eye and suffered ligament damage to his arm, police said. The police have said, "We are asking the public to help us identify the cyclist whose needlessly violent actions has left a member of the public with some nasty injuries." Now, I don't know if you've seen this video, but it is pretty shocking. He does a full headbutt to that guy's face. Now, problem of bikes in London has been around since I moved to London. They don't stop at lights. They're constantly scaring pedestrians, things like that. Now, what are the answers to this? I don't know. I think one of the better ideas I've heard is to actually register the bikes. Is that feasible? I don't know. But what I do know is that our laws do not keep up with modern times. Certainly when you look at things like electric scooters, hoverboards, things like that, they're not even allowed on UK roads. You can only use them in private land. Now, that to me is very backward thinking when a lot of cities around the world are embracing this new technology and moving towards, integrating the personal propulsion machines around cities. They're encouraging this. People taking cars off the road, replacing it with an electric scooter. I don't see the point, the problem here. We really should be looking at this. Obviously, Parliament has other things on its mind at the moment, but that's not to say we shouldn't be looking at actually forward thinking, becoming a bit more green, looking at how we can actually allow these things to work on the road with cars and other bikes. A little bit of infrastructure, I think, would help, but we've really got to look at that. Okay, final story of the day. Next winter will be the coldest in England for a decade, scientists predict. Now, this is from ITV, but a lot of news websites and newspapers have been reporting on this in the last couple of days. It says Britain should be braced for the coldest winter in a decade, scientists have said. An extended range forecast for central England predicts temperatures could plunge next January and February. Trumping even 2018's Beast from the East. Okay, it's a prediction. We'll go into that. The cold snap is linked to the jet stream that determines the winter temperature, precipitation and wind speeds. So yes, the jet stream is the only thing that stops the UK from being in an ice age almost. Keeps that warm water hitting our west coast. If that wasn't, and it seems this winter might be the case that the jet stream is going to get either weak or directed away from us, it's going to get cold. Now, the Beast from the East, that did affect us last year to a degree, and as you know, in this country, a couple of inches of snow and things just grind to a halt. Anyway, we'll continue on. The team of scientists at the Department of Space and Climate Physics in University College London studied solar and stratospheric cyclic signals from summer 2019 to determine just how cold the coming winter months will be. It goes on about recent UK winters have varied between 2.1 and 6 degrees, but an average of 3.9 degrees centigrade. So with these temperatures, the UCL's data predicts that next January and February will be the coldest since 2010 and one of the coldest since records began in 1953, with only a 20% chance that temperatures will rise above a chilly 5 degrees centigrade. Wow. During the first 2 months of the year. The paper is one of the longest range forecasts ever, and researchers hope that their predictions will help Britain be better prepared for a freezing winter. So, look, guys, we're talking about a forecast here. You've got to be a bit wary of forecasts, and as a general rule, I usually say if somebody is going to tell you what's going to happen in the future or predicting, they're either wrong or they're lying or they might get lucky. Nobody really knows what's going to happen in the future. However, looking at this, I think this could be true. If we're in for a cold winter, well, we all know the problems we're going to have. We do not handle snow well in this country. Great, that seems to be the answer for everything, but I know even with the light snow, my road is blocked for a week. You know, 1 day snow, it's not cleared at all. Main roads are generally pretty good. You know, we go to Germany regularly to see the Christmas markets, always in the middle of winter, fantastic as it is. Stay in little little Bavarian hotels up in the mountains. Fantastic. Snows a lot, let me tell you. These little back roads, very, very dangerous. However, you can guarantee if it snows overnight, first thing in the morning, snow plows everywhere. Those little back roads are completely clear of snow. Never seen anything like it. To be fair, they do have it a lot. They're much more prepared. They have local people with snow plows on the front of their tractors. They get paid by the locals to clear their drives. You know, that happens up much more. We're not good. We'll see if this happens. I'm not so sure. I have a feeling it might be right. But again, I'm not predicting the future. These guys are. Anyway, that's your news breakdown for the day. Thank you very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe if you appreciate what we do.